Hello and welcome back to All Elite Spotlight. I am TNT, and today we'll be previewing the upcoming episode of AEW Dynamite coming this Wednesday. And it would appear we have some more fallout from Revolution, and also we'll be looking to build up to the next coming pay-per-view Dynasty on April 12th. And we will be remiss to not start with the return of current AEW World Heavyweight Champion MJF, fresh off his win and banishment of Hangman Adam Page from the world title scene forever, apparently. So, yes, MJF makes his triumphant return and appearance this week on Dynamite, and we can only imagine the mood he will be in and just how much he will be rubbing it into the wound of Hangman Adam Page and all of his fans out there. Will we see Adam Page make an appearance? Will he even want to show his face after a loss in his own match, after being hung? The Hangman being hung in his own Texas death match. Well, we shall definitely find out sooner than later. We just know that MJF will be in the highest of spirits. We do have Darby Allin throwing his name into the ring as a contender for that title. He has his own business coming up on Dynamite as well. And we also have Swerve and Kenny Omega, who have their eyes set on the prize carried by MJF as well. They also will be in action on Dynamite. And I guess we'll go right there. We have Kenny Omega versus Swerve Strickland 2. This one for Swerve Strickland's current number one contendership. He is going to put that on the line as Kenny Omega requested, but Swerve did make a counter offer, which Kenny accepted, and that was to put Kenny's own EVP title on the line. So the winner of this match will have both the EVP title and the number one contendership. So big ramifications in this one, not just to be the one going up against MJF next at Dynasty, but is Swerve Strickland about to become the latest EVP for AEW? The last time Swerve Strickland was in a matchup like this, he was able to make the Young Bucks relinquish their EVP titles, and we saw what happened to the Bucks there, didn't we? They've just finally climbed out of their hole and are back to being who they are, putting on one of the best matches I've seen just this past Revolution. So, do we have a pick for this match? I have a feeling that Swerve Strickland has just been on such a roll. Did not see him losing at Revolution, and he definitely did not disappoint there. Came out the victorious one, and I can't say that I see him losing to Kenny Omega here either. I would like to see Kenny Omega get one last run at being the world champion, and I'm sure he will get that opportunity. I just don't know that it's going to happen here at the expense of Swerve Strickland. There is an argument for Kenny Omega to win because, as his career winds down, why not also have that EVP title so he has a reason to also still be involved in the business? Do I think Kenny Omega's in-ring career is that close to being done? I don't think so. I mean, if I'm being forced to pick here, which I am forcing myself to pick here, so I would have to go with Swerve Strickland here. I think it would be highly entertaining and interesting to see him with that title of EVP and having this power that he was talking about on Dynamite, and just how badly he would end up abusing it, which would be quite the turnaround, seeing that he was the one fighting against the abuses of EVPs, specifically the Young Bucks, not so long ago. So definitely the match of the night to look forward to. Let me know what you folks think was going to happen, who will be the victors. We also have a World Championship match here as Thekla will be defending against Mina Shirakawa. coming off her, some might say, surprising victory over Marina Shafir in that no holds barred match this past Dynamite. So Mina did a great job, and I thought it was a surprising victory on her part, but hey, well earned, and she deserves a title shot. She's a great talent. She'll be going up against Thekla. Thekla dominant as champion so far, and I imagine that will continue. So I would pick Thekla to successfully defend her AEW Women's World Championship here on Dynamite and continue her reign. The only question is if she is going to do anything further, anything toxic, let's say, after the match, and who will be lining up to face her afterwards. Will we see Chris Statlander appear, or is she gone in the wind for the time being? Thekla and Mina have faced before in AEW and in Stardom, and Thekla has been the more than likely one to win in the past. I think she's only lost one time to Mina, and that was in a tag match. But their one match in AEW was on Collision, and Thekla was the victor there. And I imagine that to be the case again this coming Wednesday on Dynamite. Okay, and we also have Roosh taking on Darby Allin. And I imagine this will have something to do with the briefcase of money that Andrade El Idolo accepted on behalf of the Don Callis family, accepted reluctantly on behalf of the Don Callis family, the briefcase coming from none other than MJF as payment to the Don Callis family to get Darby Allin eliminated and out of the way for MJF. So I thought it might have ended up being Andrade versus Darby Allin, but it looks like the money is going to Roosh, who is not a member of the Don Callis family, but I guess they are paying him from what they got to go handle Darby. So I would imagine Darby Allin will win here. It won't be easy, and he will definitely take a beating. But I like that Darby Allin is trying to get back in the world title picture. It's been a long time coming. He's just been so involved with the Death Riders, and from there into Gabe Kidd and the Dogs. I'd like to see him refocused, and I would love to see him and JF run it back and for the world title. And for Darby Allin, honestly, to become champion at some point here. And then finally, we have the conglomeration, Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong, who just recently gave the official word that yes, he is a part of the conglomeration. And they'll be taking on the Dogs, Dave Finlay and Clark Connors. I imagine because Gabe Kidd got completely obliterated against Darby Allin in that coffin match, which was superb, ended perfectly. It was just a thing of beauty, work of art. Darby Allin and Gabe Kidd have some sick, violent chemistry, and yes, that's about it. So we'll see what happens here. Just a basic tag match. I would imagine the Dogs are in need of a victory here. They haven't been winning as of late, so they would be my pick, and that would further whatever it is storyline they want to have going with them. I don't doubt that this will be a great match, so looking forward to see what they do in the ring here. I don't think it's going to be too groundbreaking in what is going to be happening here. But I am interested to see where the storyline goes for the Dogs and for the conglomeration, if they keep that thing going or if the Dogs move on to something else. So that will be it for our preview. Let me know what you all think, what you're all looking forward to here most on Dynamite. I'm sure we all agree on what the match of the night will be. What do we think will be next for Thekla? What do we think will be next for Darby Allin? Is he actually going to make it to where he can challenge for MJF's title? Let me know. And other than that, thank you all again for watching. I hope you're all doing well. And thank you to all who've already subscribed. If you hadn't, please do subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I will talk to you soon. Take care.